Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Ranti Yumarti. I'm number 3. Today I will explain the presentation. The topic is culture shock. Well, living in new environment can be a real find if we have no knowledge about it, and its culture is totally different from just visiting or spending holiday in foreign country or places. Culture shock happiness when people become actions because they do not speak the language. Now the custom of or understand people in daily life. For many people, one of the first differences they notice when traveling to a different country is the food. A newcomer to the United States are often shocked by fashion sizes, by how often people eat, or by the foods people eat. Ag in their cars, they may also be shocked by the amounts of meat and cheese in America this is. Meanwhile, Americans who travel abroad are often surprised by the varieties of food eaten. They may encounter TV of food they've never seen before. Travelers who are afraid of trying new things are more likely to have a negative experiences or more profound culture shock. Well, A. Causes of shock culture. Business language barrier, frustration, anxiety, and stress also occur whenever people can do all the things they are accustomed to doing in their everyday life. This can include war, harm, and least related safety that they are either no longer able to do it or no longer able to do like they are instead made to. For example, something because of differences in transportation service, people cannot move around as freely or as widely as they are accustomed to. Additional issues such as telecommunication system. Things like grocery shopping, gas station system, getting to work, and other things can lead to frustration also. B. The symptoms of shock culture. Although culture shock is generally understood as the temporary shock felt when confronted by different culture custom, way of thinking, and behavior. Further, it actually refers to psychological state of the differentiation caused by the experiences of success factor. Uh, Successful factors in a familiar social situation. Culture shock is temporary and everybody goes through it to some extent in the process of cultural adaptation. Um, the five loss of appetite, 6 sleeplessness, feeling tired, and 7 extreme fright in one home culture, and has present be our ability and confusion and incompetency aids. C. The stages of shock culture and cultural adjustment. Culture shock can be described as consisting of of at least one of four distinct phases: honeymoon, negotiation, adjustment, and mystery. During the honeymoon phase, the differences between the old and new culture are seen in a romantic. Like during the first few weeks, most people are fascinated by the new culture. The coffin shock culture. Culture shock can be prevented by striving to become more culturally relativistic and flexible in thinking and behavior by developing in real situation for learning about the host culture and by forming real intercultural relationship. Successful cross-cultural communication is a fairly straightforward proposition. Okay, cultural conflict. Intercultural communication is communication between members of different cultures. In intercultural communication, people will deal with different profession, attitude, and interpretation. Even two people from the same culture can have communication problem. The obvious way we communicate is by using words. However, as we have seen, we also use nonverbal communication, or tone of voice, body language, gestures, posture, and facial expression all emphasis on communication. Often people think that the use of gestures and facial expression will be sufficient to convey an acquired message. Without regard for the different rules of nonverbal communication, which might apply in the other person culture. However, just a verbal communication rules differ across culture. So to the rules of nonverbal communication, these rules are specific to each culture and are legally taken for granted. We respond to those rules without being aware of them. Okay, the cause of cultural conflict. Cultural conflict occurs as a result of interpretation, misinterpretation, and stative. And streams after entice the belief that one on race of ethnic group is the most important of the some or all aspects of its culture as superior to those of other groups. Within this ideology, individuals will judge other group in relation to their own particular ethnic group or culture, especially with concern to language, behavior, custom, and religions. Okay, this is if we feel unable to confront the situation directly, or if we are unsure about whether or not to ask upon something promptly. Discuss the uses with someone such as a friend, colleague, with a fresh employed, advisor, and counselor. And no matter who is involved in the negative interaction, whether the offensive behavior is directed at us or we witness it happen to someone else, it is important that someone attention is taken promptly. Okay, thank you from presentation for today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.